Hey guys, how's it going today? So I thought I'd give you an update about how everything's going in my life. Never mind, give me a sec. So that was a really random phone call. I'm trying to get used to my banking information. I'm not going to get into too many details, but the new numbers that I have suck. So so I am in the forest today. I'm in the Fish Creek Community Forest, and I am going leaf hunting for a DIY that I'm going to show you here pretty soon. So I'm going to show you what you can do with numerous leaves, or if you have like thinly sliced wide wood, and then or pine cones or something like that. So something like flat and very lightweight. So, but anyway, I'm not going to get too much into that because I will spoil the surprise for hopefully next week's episode. I've been kind of like failing at being on time the last couple weeks for my videos, and I'm kind of ashamed of it, and I am so sorry, guys. Like my daughter just started school here last Wednesday, and I've never had a day so stressful in my whole life. It was just, oh my goodness, it was just insane. So yeah, like I've been super tired trying to get used to the schedule. Like I got bags under my eyes because I had to stay up like until like midnight signing papers for Alexis. So yeah, so I look like crap. I've been through quite the last couple weeks, 3 weeks. So I'm thinking season 3 I'm going to change my outro. Instead of like, hey, you should check in every Thursday, because I should have a video every Thursday. It's going to be if I can fit 2 videos in a week and then none the next week, okay, that's going to work for me. But yeah, I feel like I'm too much on a schedule with YouTube. It's becoming more of a job instead of a hobby, and that's kind of why I started my YouTube channel, was just to have fun, and and it's becoming not fun, and it's becoming too much. And I didn't start this at all for finances. Like, I mean, I wouldn't say no for the extra cash, and of course I'm going to try and get some more subscribers and more likes and stuff like that to see if I could get that money. But that's definitely not why I joined YouTube. So yeah, basically why I started was just to have fun, meet people, learn new things, and get out of my bubble. I was trying to start a business to see how everything would go, because like I really like making stuff. As you can see in my channel, I show a lot of DIYs, mostly because that's what I grew up doing, was making a lot of stuff. So that's kind of like part of my roots that I'm sharing with you, and which is also another reason why I wanted to join YouTube, is because I found so many like really cool ideas. Like there's this one paper wreath that I watched. You take an old book and then you like roll it into a tube, and then you put it into a spiral, and then you add layers, and then you put like little Christmas ornaments or whatever decoration in the middle, and then you hang it up. And I thought it was just the coolest idea, and I said, oh my gosh, I'm finding all these cool DIYs. I really want to give back to the community. Like, yeah, maybe give them some ideas that like I can inspire them. So that's another reason why I started YouTube. So I guess this is kind of like a confession video. Oh my gosh, I didn't think this would end up being a confession video for a lot of things, but I guess this is sharing time. And yeah, it's been a while since I've done a sharing video, and I haven't been very transparent with you guys. Of course I want to have some things that are private to myself, because that's just what I prefer, that's what I'm comfortable with. But there's some things that because it is a network community, and I do want to meet new people and possibly make new friends, and get myself out there and learn new experiences and stuff like that, and travel and stuff like that. And so I guess I should be a little bit more transparent instead of just showing my DIYs. But yeah, Yeah, so I tried to start my business, and I got pregnant because I guess like we were trying to have a baby for a good couple of years, and I gave up and I said, you know what, to hell with it. I'm probably just like my mom, can't have a baby, and that's what the doctor said to her. If that was even the truth, I don't even know. My mom's so silly sometimes, and all of a sudden I guess I forgot about it, just like I'm sure there's a lot of girls out there that try to get pregnant, and it's been 6 months, a year, 10 years, whatever, and they've been trying to have baby, and then finally they give up, and then finally they're pregnant. So that's what happened to me. I was about 3 months in, I think, of starting my business. So I started like sinking in quite a bit of money into there, so I didn't lose too much. So it was just about, well, because I made some money back because I did have some orders and stuff from people, which was really awesome. So it was doing really good. But the amount of money that I spent, because I was also working at the same time for the oil field, I spent maybe $1,000, maybe $2,000. I can't remember. But yeah, every payday I'd sink like $600 into my PayPal, and I did that, yeah, 2-3 times. So, and then I made, not money back, or some of it anyway, because some people would order and then not order, and that was kind of discouraging and stuff. So anyway, so I kind of gave that part up of the business, and I just started to do like a more private, like at home, make crafts and sell them sort of thing. So I started doing that, and then I slowly started losing people. I guess my artwork wasn't something that they wanted to buy, that's all right, I guess. That's their preference. But yeah, so, but there's a few people that would make orders, and I'd stay up until 3 o'clock in the morning and get up at 7 o'clock in the morning and barely have enough sleep. And I work day and night and try and get these projects ready. And then finally, like I would say, hey, I got it ready, and they're like, oh wow, that was so fast. And I said, yeah, I worked really hard on it. And when would you like to meet up, today or tomorrow, for exchange of payment, and you can have your fabulous piece of artwork that I made for you. And a lot of the time I got may I pay at my payday, on my payday, because I have no money. And there's a couple times that that people wouldn't pay even when they got paid from on their payday. And like, I do realize there's a lot of people that they don't have the finances just to like throw money at artists or whatever. And to me, with my time and the amount of money and everything that I invested in these projects that I was selling, I thought it was fair to be sharing those prices. So like, there's a girl named Catwise. She sells her coats for, oh gosh, I think the most expensive I saw was like $800 or $900, and I was inspired by her, and I can't remember what the other artist was. It's a really pretty girl, and she wears high heels, and it's like a P name of like an animal. It's not like Penelope. I can't even remember. It's a duck-billed bird, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, and I was inspired by those two in particular to make a couple robes to see if I could sell them locally. And I did, and I sold them for just over $100. So, I guess they would have a brand, and a lot of people are in love with their things, and it would be easier for them to sell their products. But yeah, so like I basically according to like a lot of the other prices, I wasn't, like I could have charged 800, but I only charged 100, and a lot of people was discouraged by my pricing and stuff like that. And it is a lot of money to pay $100 for a robe, because we are conditioned by cheap pricing from by Walmart and stuff like that. And I think we're starting to realize, but we also drifted away from the amount of time and energy that artwork takes, even if it is, clothes or something like that, to fabricate. So I think we need to keep that in mind when we purchase handmade, and especially like if you go on Etsy. Oh, I love all this stuff these people make, and excuse me, but I kept I can't afford this pricing, or oh, that's outrageous, like I would never pay that even if I had the money, you know. And I think a lot of people need to realize is that it's really difficult to be an artist, and that's why the term starving artist is very common. And to be an artist and so famous and to make a lot of money is absolutely amazing that they made it that far, because it's really hard. It's really hard. I've been there and I've done that, and because I was checking out to see, you know, my hobby, to see if I can make it into a career or even a job for myself, it was very stressful. So if you look into wanting to sell your artwork, just maybe keep that in mind, that it may not work out, and not to be discouraged, because in the future, you know, something else may attract you. Like lately, I've been really into like health and stuff like that. So I'm constantly researching about health, and then, you know, like what different fruits and vegetables and stuff like that, what kind of vitamins and whatnot that they contain. And also, I've been really working on my English, because like I grew up in a French English speaking family. And so speaking English and French, as the term franglais was mentioned a lot of times, especially in my French immersion class, it was very common. So that's kind of like my background. So I'm working on that, and I'm trying to, you know, be a wife and a mom and stuff like that. So there's a lot of things that are on my plate, and I feel that YouTube, it gets a lot of the back burner, and my subscribers, I feel so bad for them, even though I have only like, you know, like 20 subscribers, but that's okay, you know. And I feel very confident with only, you know, just my little handful of subscribers. And, you know, I am so thankful for you guys for subscribing. And, you know, I may never get to the 100,000 and start making thousands of dollars on YouTube. I may never. And that is all right. And I feel very okay with that. Sure, you know, I feel there's a part of me that is like, well, it would sure be nice, you know, to have a little bit of fame, you know, and a little bit more exposure so I can make that money. But to not make that money, it's not the end of the world for me, because it's not my main focus. And that's, I think, is the best way to come into YouTube, especially if you're trying to make your own channel. And there's lots of videos too that that you can find for how to make your own channel, and I do a lot of reading too. I'm definitely by no means an expert how to do YouTube. I'm still trying to figure out some of the specs that YouTube has to offer, and you know, I'm always, you know, trying to better my photography, because I'm starting into, you know, doing a little bit more photography and trying to figure out what the bejesus ISO is and, you know, the specs on pictures, and, you know, like what I should be using for, you know, all, you know, my focus and my colors, and then just bringing all that and making an art piece per photo. And I'm working on it, and I think a lot of my pictures have come a lot better, especially, you know, was taking pictures for that business that I had for a little while there too. So, but I just thought I'd give you guys an update. I know it's kind of been forever. It's just about 20 minutes that I've been recording myself speaking, but I was gonna do this yesterday and I just did not feel like it at all, so my apologies. And so I'm gonna continue to because I'm trying to do per season around the 20 episode mark. So around episode 20 or 21 I'm gonna do season 3, and then it's not gonna be dedicated to a one video per week. It'll be whenever I can. So if you don't see me in the next like couple weeks or something like that, then you know, then it's been a very crazy time in my life, and I'll try and pop on here and say hello and share some DIYs and some things that I learned. And I also want to share tips and tricks that I found of how to overcome social anxiety as well. So my apologies if there's really loud music, loud noises. There's people walking on the trail, and there's vehicles on the road. So it may look like that I'm in a forest, but it's a community forest. So anyway, yeah, so what else did I want to talk about? Oh yeah, I think I didn't explain about my water challenge. My water challenge, so I was doing about a gallon. I think that's what my challenge was. Yeah, about a gallon. So I measured that to, I think it was like 16 cups. So my goal was to do 16 cups, and I was doing actually really well. But as soon as my life started going wee 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 wee, wee I was kind of neglecting to drink that much more water. And I found when it was, you know, my bedtime, it's really hard to chug like 5 cups of water before you go to bed. So I've been kind of neglecting. So like I'd make it almost all the way to the 16 cups, but not quite there. So it was definitely good to at least try and attempt this challenge. And I think I might try this one again when I have a handle on my life a little bit better. Which made me never, because life is like that. But that's okay, right? Yeah, so I've given up my challenge. I've failed 3 days in a row, so I figured it's time. But if you can drink around 16 cups of water in a day, why not give it a go? I felt a lot better. A lot more awake. My skin was more vibrant. I wasn't as oily. I noticed my my acne wasn't as and also I wasn't stressed out too, and I was eating so much cleaner. Now it's kind of like throw a bunch of crap together and just get in our gullet. And you know, like last night I did like a cheese sauce with some like rice noodles, and then I put like little steak bites, and I mixed it all together. So it's not exactly the healthiest meal, you know, so like there's kind of quite a bit of sodium and a lot of oil and stuff like that that's in there. So but anyway, yeah, so so that's my update about the water challenge. And yeah, okay, I think I got everything. So yeah, I have DIYs coming. I will still make videos. I will try my best to be a better YouTuber for you guys, because I do have a lot of ideas that I want to share with you that I want to teach you. But yeah, like I said, it's becoming too much. So but anyway, I'm going to wrap up this video. It's officially been 19 minutes and some seconds. All right. Thank you very much for watching my video if you made it this far. And I hope to check you out. Hopefully next week I can get a video done for you. So my apologies that this one is late, because I'm recording it on the Thursday, so it'll probably be more like Friday or Saturday that I have this one open for you. But as always, hugs and love, and live life to the fullest. And love you guys so very much. And I shall see you in the next one. Bye.